Hi, everybody. It's Tyler here at the Eastern Pennsylvania State Championship. We're checking in with 293Y Eclypse. Really cool robot that they're bringing in here for the state championship. Besides some great dancing skills, you're also going to see on this robot this really cool pivoting intake that they're doing. So you really got to pay attention to that. We'll be going more over to their drivetrain overview and their keys to success for that so far. And just a couple other great things that made this robot right. This triple stakeout state wing that they're doing, really a big fan of as well too. So let's learn more about them coming up here on Pits and Parts. A lot of great things to break down on this robot here, but when we were talking earlier, this pivoting 4-bar intake that you have is definitely a star of this. So talk me more about it and how it works.
Yeah, so in both our strategy and our skills, we found that the middle goal is really important. So we made an intake that can move from the long goal in this up position and the upper middle goal in this down position, like that. So the way we do that is we have like as I said, 4-bar linkage. We have the lower stage that sets to the height of the different goals, and then we have, and it is pneumatically moved by this piston. We then have our upper stage that can pivot up and down to adapt to the height of the block, and this is the stage that has the flex wheels and pushes the blocks into the goal. And then we use linear slides to keep the intake moving together to make sure that when the lower stage is moved by the piston, the upper stage moves with it. And the linear slides have this slit in it that allow the upper stage to pivot up and down.
So what made you choose to go with something like that versus maybe some other teams you talked to are like just pulling a rubber band down with the piston, that sort of thing? Why has this worked out so well for you?
So the reason this worked out so well is because we don't change our block path very much, and the block path from here to here is not very different. So as you can see, this is our. Can you run score? We have a very fast upper middle goal and can you score long goal? And long goal is equally as fast.
It's very controlled as well too, I think, when you guys are scoring, which is good. We see so many teams going to score for upper middle goal. They just kind of pop out everywhere. Seems like you guys definitely have that on lock.
Before we get to our next segment, we'd like to thank the following. As a leading AV systems integrator and live events provider, Visual Sound delivers the best solution for corporate and educational markets. From initial design to final installation, Visual Sound builds and supports the AV environments you need to deliver a seamless experience for your audience. Visit visualsound.com to level up your next event or to design your systems integration experience today.
Anything else you want to highlight for this?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, that this pivoting intake really helps us with skills because the middle goal bonus is worth 10 points versus long goal bonuses are only 5 points. And something else that we did for our skills is our mash loading mechanism. So on our mash loading mechanisms, we included 2 different types of funnels. Our first funnels are just regular standoffs with screws to make them longer that are diagonal to push the block in. And then these standoffs are to ensure that they move straight, because when we didn't have these standoffs, when the plastic moved down, it could escape. The blocks could escape through this path, meaning that 2 blocks would be in our mash loader at the same time, and it malfunctioned. However, these standoffs prevent that from happening, so we only mash load 1 block at a time, so we have no jamming issues, making our mash loader extremely fast and consistent to achieve a high skill score.
I love how you guys iterated to solve that problem as well. That's awesome. Let's pass over to Noosh to talk more about the drivetrain on your robot. What are some key highlights that you want to focus on here?
So what I wanted to highlight on our robot is we're mainly focusing on our skills. And in our skills programming, we need our sleds to go over the barrier easily. And what our sleds do in the front is allow us to smoothly go over the barrier. But one key thing that most teams don't have is this back sled over here. So once we cross the barrier, sometimes the sensors and our motor encoders get a little messed up. So what we do is with this back sled that's straight down, we'll back up into the barrier, and that allows us to reset on the goal. And based on that, we can move our robot and function much more easily and better based off of that.
I noticed on the sled in front here, it's not maybe as clean on the cut or something like that. Is that damage from the field, or is that just the way you guys cut it out?
So the way we cut it out, it got a little messed up while we were cutting it.
Sure, okay.
But our main focus was just to get that back straight, because we want to be as straight as lined, so our heading and our X and Y coordinates are perfectly 0, 0, 0.
Makes a lot of sense. Anything else you want to cover at all?
I also wanted to cover this wheel right here. It's a floating wheel. So because we use motor encoders when we're coding, that if we go over the barrier, the wheels won't account for the motion that we go over the barrier. So using this wheel over here, it'll go over the barrier, and because it's a little smaller than the rest of the wheels, it won't touch the floor, but once we go over that barrier, it starts to touch it, and that rotates all the wheels at the same time, accounting for that extra distance we're going.
Well, let's talk about the triple state wing that you have on here. It's really cool how this kind of locks in and comes together in a match. So walk me through how this whole process works.
Of course. So one thing that we noticed is our drive base is kind of wide, and we need to be able to descore using our hook or descoring mechanism on the long goal. And to make it easy for both our driver and for programming, we need as much distance as possible from the drive to the long goal. But an issue with that is it's extremely easy to get out of size. So what we incorporated is when the match starts, the wing starts all the way down. And this is in size. And when we extend the wing, and if you can extend it, you can see that this goes up, and this tiny standoff mechanism that's rubber banded will also go up with it. So when the D-score goes down, that standoff gets lodged between this piston mount over here, which prevents the wing from going even further down, and this gives us the perfect height for the long goal while staying in size, and also gives us quite a bit of distance from the drive as well.
Eclypse, a lot of great thought process. I've gone to this robot, so congratulations on getting everything together. I had an event win to qualify for this. I know you're also finalists at a recent event, so we can't wait to see how you do here at Eastern PA States. So thank you so much, 293Y, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay up to date on future fun videos. As a leading AV systems integrator and live events provider, Visual Sound delivers the best solution for corporate and educational markets. From initial design to final installation, Visual Sound builds and supports the AV environments you need to deliver a seamless experience for your audience. Visit visualsound.com to level up your next event or to design your systems integration experience today.